Howdy folks, welcome back to the village. I said I was going to try and get all this fuel trailer situation figured out before I came back, but when I got up here I got involved in a couple of jobs. One of them is right there, and the other is simply making it to the opposite bank. The current is strong enough that if I wasn't sitting on this mud bank, it would be floating me off downriver. So I'm going to try and stay on these side of the rocks and get a winch connection up here. And once I get across, then I'll come back and I'll get the truck and the fuel trailer both out of the river, in theory. I think through here looks like a good place. You're upriver of the rocks there, which might help you from being floated away, and I might get far enough across to be able to reach the telephone pole with my winch. I don't know, it's a pretty dang short winch. And this pole you can't hook onto. But there is various sticks in the water you can grab. So let's see what I can hook onto and try to get the ball rolling. See, it won't even reach to the shoreline from here. Is that ridiculous or what? I'm that close to the shoreline and it won't reach. Looks like going to this side of the rocks was not a bad idea. There we go. I finished the job by just getting across the river. Yeah, I know there's another section ahead of us. It's deep, but it's crossable. I never tried, all the times I crossed this when I was doing the Russian gig. I never stayed this far over. I always went on the other side. Alright, I'm going to stop right there. I don't think I'll float away from right there and see if I can get on either the truck or the fuel trailer both at the same time. Would be perfect. Nah. Let me see if I can get that fuel trailer out of here. It's more important to have fuel. Come on, let me twist it around a little bit. Yeah, it's coming. And I got some rocks under me for traction. I gotta flip it around front. I can make sure I'm not running into something. That curtain side is another job, but we haven't gotten that far yet. We haven't found the task for that curtain side yet. Alright, let's get that fuel trailer up here on dry land. Once I can see it coming up behind me, then I'll release it. Well, it's there, but I don't think it's very far out of the water yet. Alright. Now I have to back out to where I was on that little rock bank and see if I can grab the stuck truck. It's a step 310. Maybe it'll have a flatbed on it. Not that I could fix it. You know, I had a thought about that. Where it says recover to start area. I wonder if recovering to the start area fixes your damage and replenishes your fuel. Just like a garage would. But I haven't had the opportunity to try that out because I've been screwing with this. I got it in reverse, low range. So I have diff lock. But look at all the rock right there. That's where a person could cross without floating away. But this rock next to me will keep me from floating downriver. And yes, I'm not going to worry about turning the darn thing around. Just drag it out by the ass. You betcha. Drag it out by the ass. Now I gotta switch to that. And hit the gas. See if I can draw the winch in without losing my grip on this pile of rocks. These two trucks are pretty equal in mass, and the river is trying to take that one downstream. The winch is not moving it. Only making me slide backwards. Yeah, and I'm just in great big frickin' holes right now. want to try and steer toward that rocky bottom. More shallow water and a rocky bottom. Whoops. Pushing straight down. Damn it. Pushing straight down on the button makes the horn honk. Whoa, I'm just starting to lose that rocky bottom right there. Can I reach this guy? Pull him towards me? Look at that. Rocky bottom, baby. Should name this river Rocky Bottom. Because that's the only place you can get across it. But I wasn't looking in front of me. Now there is a place we need to deliver this truck to, but it's not very far away. And I could probably hook up to the fuel trailer. And drag the truck along behind me. Yeah, I don't even care about turning it around. The engine doesn't run anyways. The poor fellow's house. It's right there. So all we do is we run up here, around the corner, through the mud hole, through the rickety village, and then head for the poor guy's house, straight through the woods. Accomplishing two things at once, getting the fuel trailer and completing a task. So I'm going to pull a little further ahead. I'm going to put this back in automatic. Pull a little further ahead. Drag the fuel trailer over to me. If I can... there we go. Fuel up off of that trailer as soon as I get it over here hooked up. It has not escaped me that I'm getting low on fuel. Will it hook from there? You betcha. Refuel. 1,020. Just over half of what it's able to carry. Now it's 745. No, it's 1002. I'll pull up and stop again and run my view to the back of the trailer. Get out a winch line. There's nothing on the ass of this trailer? Only off the side. Well, ain't that bullshit? Huh. Well, I don't know. How about off of this one? No, that's outside my reach. Well, ain't that a bunch of crap? And this isn't. I mean, that's just going to end up tipping over the trailer. Well, maybe not. It's making it kind of pull funny, but it's all coming along for the ride. There's nothing on that step. Absolutely nothing. All you could do with that is pull a pintle hitch, the same as the Voron. Alright, let's follow our waypoint markers. I've got all my trailers where I need them. The one spot with the consumable on it, the Scout fuel trailer, the 2-axle sideboard, the 2-spot Scout trailer. Everything is positioned where I can get it some fuel and get the lumber we need and get this job going. I haven't looked behind me, but I have no reason to think that it's not following along. Whoa, we gotta go that way. Oh, that's right. Part of this trip was straight through the trees. I just want to back away from the telephone pole. Oh, God. And then they got a bunch of crap right behind the fence. So even if you miss the pole, you still take damage. We're here. See, that didn't take any time at all. But unfortunately, I think I have to release the winch. Come on, forward. Fuck the tree, just go forward. Detach trailer. Close functions. Now I have to go hook up. I have to be directly connected to that. Or have me and that in here at the same time, or I think probably what I'll have to do is push it back out and then connect to a rope. No, never mind. I just pull up enough that I can get a rope on it. There. That's what it took. I knew it had to be some stupid shit like that. Alright. Now, can we change to that truck? Task completed, accept. No fuel. I bet with fuel it would run. It's 100% totally repaired. With just fuel it would run. It could maybe take over the duties of the Yar. Ooh. Change truck. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Have to drag it up close enough to the fuel trailer to give it some fuel. Or I'd give it some of mine, but then I would be empty and not be able to pull it. Am I close enough? Ooh, that's debatable. Yeah. Alrighty then. Close. Fire that baby up. Oh, this thing don't have good mud tires. But there we are. I have two running trucks. A trailer, a fuel trailer that needs to be over here. So we could run down this road and back up this way. And really I could just tow along the step. Oh, but I need to tow the Oh, I need to tow the trailer too. Well, I could hook the trailer up to the step. I could hook the step up to the trailer. I could get this thing up the road a piece, get it out of the way, hook the step up to the trailer, and then latch onto the step. You know, we're so close. I'm so close to being there. I'm going to leave this here and see if the step makes it through the mud hole back there. Pulling that fuel trailer. I should have just pulled the fuel trailer with the Voron and just drove the step over by itself. Don't you think? Wouldn't that have made more sense? But when have I ever done anything that makes any sense? As soon as I try backing up to it, it goes the wrong way. Come on, camera. That should work. Unless I'm too close. Oh, we're all good. We're all good. Man, this thing don't even have low plus and low negative or no high gear. I mean, this is straight up out of the box. Has nothing. This is the way they come when you buy them in the store before you do any customization. This is as vanilla gets. But at this point, I think I'm going to try to pull the step out of the way a little bit and get that. Well, fuck that. Just stop engine, change truck. Since the step made it this far, it should be able to make it the rest of the way. Given the rest of the way is only right here. So that one's loaded and pointed out. There's the Tuz with the fuel trailer. Thank you. I needed that. And here's my trailer. And then the Tuz, not the Tuz, the Yar. The Yar with the little trailer, or the two spot trailer, is out of fuel at the bottom of the ramp over there. No, no, no. I wanted to turn right for about 2 feet and then bring it back. But it won't do that. It has to be on top of the tree. Fuck the tree. No, I want to go back to the step. I want to bring the fuel up to where the Tuz is. I want to pull up on the right side of the Tuz. So after I fuel up that little trailer, 1200 liters, I think that'll probably, I mean, I can completely empty this tank into that little trailer. I don't need to be attached to this trailer anymore. I can stop engine. I can refuel. Not the Scout fuel trailer. Yes, I want, dang it, I missed it. I want the Scout fuel trailer there. I want this trailer here. What happened to it having 7 something? Now it says 525. It said 7 something after. Oh, I filled up the step. That's right. And now it's empty. It didn't even top off the Scout trailer. So now we change truck again. And we go fill up the yar. And then maybe, I don't know, I might just not even use the yar anymore. I might use the step. But the yar, excuse me, the yar can actually hook up to a Scout trailer. The step cannot. But the step could pull the Scout vehicle that is hooked up to the Scout trailer. I don't know if I would get any more progress out of the yar, any more speed out of the step than I do the yar. But the yar is going to be pulling double duty. A 2-spot and a 1-spot. What am I doing? Am I... yeah, I'm doing it right. I saw an arrow to my right for picking shit up. Wooden planks? It should only be showing me wooden planks. There is the out of gas Yar. I was just trying to make it over the hump there when it was down to 7 liters. So I figured I better leave it in a spot where I can get fuel in it. Why does it always pick the vehicle you want to fuel up as the source? Is it just to make you switch it around? Stop engine, change truck, Yar 87. And see, this thing's got the on its last leg with the engine damage too. The step is not. Can I get up over the front a little bit without using the mouse? That worked okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, that's the problem. Maybe I should like put it in low or something. So it doesn't launch 6 feet when you want it to be slow and careful. Oh yeah, I was noting earlier that there seems to be a path where you could go under the pipeline and get into the sawmill. No. That path takes you into the swamp, which is why they made it look like you could drive through. But that's a sucker bet. You'll get out there and sink like that tractor over there. See, look, if not for all this shit right here, my other equipment is right there. Oh. Excuse me. I've been at this for quite a number of hours now. I had one of my uploads finish earlier, so then I had to get the next one ready to go. And then the Epic Games launcher would not log in while the shit, what am I doing? I gotta be around that way to get on this thing. I spun around the wrong way. I wasn't thinking about where I was going, I was just going. Anyways, while I used to rely exclusively on the Wi-Fi hotspot on my telephone. Now I have a DSL line that is an entire 8 megabytes a second. You know, like, wow. Snap my head off with that amazing 8 megabytes a second. The phone, my hotspot, when it's not being throttled because I've used up too much data, is 867 meg per second. So you may have noticed in the past, sometimes I get video, I'll get a couple videos out every day. Sometimes it takes 2 days to get out a video. And it all depends on whether T-Mobile is throttling my connection or not. In the early part of each month's data cycle, they don't restrict it. You know, I get 850 to 900 meg per second, and I can upload a 10 gigabyte video in about 4 or 5 hours. But it takes about a week for my data limit to top out, and then I'm lucky if I get 100 meg a second. But anyways, I was explaining that the Epic Game Launcher wouldn't sign in while my very limited bandwidth was I'd prefer to do this the other way around. Because that rear trailer, that little trailer, is going to bounce around like a frickin' basketball back there. You know what? I'm just going to leave it here until I'm just going to shut the engine off and leave it here until I go get the other 2 lumber. Close that, go to map. Hop into this. So I had to stop the upload. When I was playing earlier, right when I signed off and said I was going to go do some stuff on my own, the game crashed. The first time I signed on, the first time I logged on to the game, I had to log on offline. But then, after the game crashed, it wouldn't let me get back on without logging in to the Epic Games Launcher, and it won't do that as long as I'm uploading something. It's a frickin' nightmare. So when I get done playing, I'll have to put the upload back on. Actually, I could have it running right now. If I did Alt-Tab and went out to the browser, I could start the upload again right now. Epic Games would have nothing to say about it because I'm already on. Only I'm recording and I'd have to have you guys watching me do it or stop the recording. Alright, give me 2 more of them wooden planks. Sure would be nice to haul all 4 on one trailer. With a 5-spot I could throw in the consumables too. I mean, that's ordinarily how I do things. If anybody watching this has seen any of my other videos, you know I like to move large cargoes at one time. I like to move many things at one time. This thing will not turn hard enough to miss the post. It just keeps. It ain't like I have the diff lock in. I could see if I had the diff lock in. The diff lock could be just bulldozing the front tires. But I'm not even running the diff lock. Of course, all my weight's on the ass, so I'm sure the steers don't have much weight on them. When you're trying to pull this dolly trailer through a mud hole and through the mud, and the dolly trailer doesn't want to roll, I'm sure it transfers a lot of weight off the steers. Started to spin on that hill. Almost didn't make it up the ramp. Alright. I'll have to bring the Tuz out of here at some point in the future too, but because that's my only gasoline on the whole map right now. Well, diesel fuel. Which, you know, you can't look at too closely. Because you fuel up gasoline engines and diesel engines off the same fuel tank. So, you know, you just kind of overlook that. Just call it fuel. It's not gasoline, it's not diesel. It's just fuel. All right. Well, that scout trailer's about down in the mud hole. I think I want the small scout trailer, the one spot, right behind the yar, and then the two spotter on a rope behind that. Now whether I pull that whole setup with the step or not, I'm not sure. Or if I pull it behind this thing, put it on a rope behind that two spot. But then that, you know, if I were going around a corner and all that weight behind me started to pull sideways, that two spot would dump over in a second. So that's probably not a good idea. So maybe I'll just see if the yar makes it down there. Just start out and get it hooked up right, and just start out a few feet. In the first 20-30 feet I should be able to tell if the yar is going to be able to pull all that weight or not, or if I need the added horsepower of the step. So it's late. I'm gonna call this an episode. We've got everything we need. We got fuel, we got lumber, we got consumables. And we have the shit to finish 2 separate jobs. And I did 2 jobs getting this crap. So, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.